Konnichiwa. Yokoso. Konnichiwa. Yokoso. Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about a little bit about cryptocurrencies, why they're important, and I'm going to present how to get involved in cryptocurrencies. So in the first place, cryptocurrency is such an important innovation that is happening in the world today. It started out already now almost 10 years ago. And at the start of cryptocurrency, it was worth about a few $100 million. And several thousand people were using cryptocurrencies, mainly Bitcoin. 4 or 5 years later, the cryptocurrency world ballooned into about $10, $12 billion. So still pretty small in the world scale. But then, in the last 6 months, it's ballooned to $100 to $150 billion. So it's like started something very small, grew a little bit bigger, and now it's this massive force that is, people are starting to realize how significant cryptocurrencies are in everyday use. Now, that's why you should listen to everything that's been said and will continue to be said about cryptocurrencies during this presentation. And also, the reason why you should listen to what I have to say is because I've been involved in cryptocurrency for the past 4 years, since the start when, remember I said it was tiny and then it got a little bit big. So right here, where it got a little bit bigger, is when I got involved. And since then, I've worked on promoting different currencies, programming different currencies, and teaching other people how to get involved in cryptocurrencies in the most responsible way possible so that they can build crypto wealth. That being said, I'm a chief architect of a project called SafeX, which builds anonymizing technology so that people can buy and sell and build crypto wealth in a decentralized system. I'm a blockchain advisor in the Dascoin enterprise, and I'm also an investment manager in a new endeavor called Balkanium. So that's about me, and let's talk more about this cryptocurrency. Right, so we went through these. Cryptocurrencies are meaningful, as we talked about, and there's different ways that cryptocurrencies come into existence and different ways in which you can get involved into owning them or participating in the community that is cryptocurrency. So the first way that a lot of that you might be hearing a lot about in the newspapers is an ICO. So an ICO is called an initial coin offering. It's like a stock in a company. If people in the audience already know what is an IPO, ICO is very close to what an ICO is. The main difference is that in an IPO, you have to fill out a lot of forms, you have to comply with a lot of regulations, there's a lot of time involved before getting listed onto a public exchange. In cryptocurrencies, ICOs allow you to go right to the front of the food line and put your currency into an exchange immediately. The second way is currency. So pure currency, where you use that thing to buy and sell things. You use it to send payments, to store value, and these kind of things. So there's stock in a company, like an ICO. There's currency, like paper money is currency. And then there's what's called a coin charter, where you buy a license which allows you to use a software and participate in the cryptocurrency network. So three different objects in the way cryptocurrencies are created. Can't get to the next slide. Does somebody know it can get me to the next slide? Yeah. OK. So there's 6 different ways that you can acquire cryptocurrencies. How do you get them? How do you take ownership of cryptocurrencies? So the first way is mining, which is, so I'll go through them real quick. There's mining. You can buy an ICO. You can buy a software license. You can sell goods and services. So you can sell things and receive cryptocurrencies. You can earn them as a dividend from a different type of cryptocurrency, which we'll talk about later. And you can buy them from in exchange. So we'll go through them right now. In an ICO, basically, so like right here. In this way, you take your money, whether it's cryptocurrency or dollars or euros or yen, and you send them to a program which processes your payment, and in return, you get this coin which represents the ICO. So when you buy a share in a company, you send your money, and in return, you get a certificate which makes you an owner of a piece of a company. So in an ICO is similar to that, where you send your money, a computer program processes that payment, and then returns you a different kind of coin which represents the ICO. The second point is in mining. Mining is when you turn on your computer, you solve mathematical processes, and in exchange for that, you get cryptocurrency. The third way is through a license, where you buy a software license. You take money or cryptocurrency, you send it to a program, and it processes that program. And in return, you get a certificate which licenses you to use a software. Another way is to sell things directly. So like in a shop, you have, let's say you have a store and you sell bread, and you can accept cryptocurrency, and you could save your profits in the form of cryptocurrencies. Another way to get more cryptocurrencies is through dividends. Some cryptocurrencies allow you to earn passive income for owning them, and you just get more of that cryptocurrency residually. And finally, of course, you can exchange them. You could take one kind of currency and turn it into another kind of currency. So 6 different ways. There's clearly many ways to participate. It's a very dynamic environment. So I'm going to go through a few examples of cryptocurrencies, how you could get them, and kind of a little bit about what kind of value they bring to the world. If you could hear me very clearly, I guess, how many people know what Bitcoin is? OK. So actually, a lot of people, about half of the room knows what Bitcoin is. In the cryptocurrency world, Bitcoin is very popular in Japan. I mean, in the media about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is very popular in Japan. But when I did get here, it was a very significant moment for me, because I asked about 50 merchants if I'm going to pay in Bitcoin. And why do I say that? Because in the media of cryptocurrencies, they said that Bitcoin is a legal currency in this country, which actually it isn't, which means that it's very important to take home the points of the values of cryptocurrencies, because Japan could really benefit from the stability of the cryptocurrencies and the future value that cryptocurrency brings to the world. So I really do hope that one day cryptocurrency will be legal tender, legal currency right here in this country. So let's get into Bitcoin. It was launched as a currency. So in 2009, in January, it was launched, and it was mineable. So it continues to be mineable. So people plug in their computers, and they do mathematical operations with the computer, and in return, they get cryptocurrency in the form of Bitcoin. There's 21 million coins, so that means it's limited in supply. And its use cases today, Bitcoin's use cases today are for various applications. It has the strongest network. It has the biggest growing network since it started almost 5 years before the first ICO ever happened. So Bitcoin has this huge advantage for being the first to the world and to be the strongest network. And there's many applications which exist on Bitcoin, on its blockchain, and that's why it continues to be supported. And though a lot of the world is using Bitcoin as a method of payment for buying ICOs, for exchanging cryptocurrencies, for selling goods and services. So it's literally one of the most popular cryptocurrencies. The next coin that I'm going to talk about is something called Ethereum, which launched as an ICO in the year 2014. It has actually an unlimited supply, and you could have bought it as an ICO, but in 2014 when it was launched, but now it is mineable similar to Bitcoin. Why am I showing Ethereum? The reason I'm showing Ethereum is because Bitcoin does have applications, but Ethereum is a next kind of innovation with blockchain technology where you can build even more different applications using a blockchain. So you can think of Ethereum as like a 2.0 of Bitcoin, where Bitcoin has different applications for money, and Ethereum takes things to the next level. So it really did show a lot of people in the industry how to do things differently. So Ethereum has been operating now for almost 3 years, a little more than 3 years, and the innovations that it brought to the marketplace are very interesting. I think I can't change my slide again. Yeah. Yeah. So there's another coin that I'm going to talk about, and it has a novelty in that this is one of the only coins on the entire marketplace, or it could be the only coin that I'm aware of that has what's called a dividend. So SafeX was launched as an ICO 2 years ago in November 2015 as a limited supply of about 2 billion coins. And today, it's only traded on exchanges. And SafeX is like a company. SafeX is like owning SafeX coins is like owning shares in a company. Now, when you hold SafeX coins, whatever its products are, those products will generate fees. And those fees will be paid to holders who hold this cryptocurrency. So this is a supremely novel way of introducing a method for acquiring cryptocurrency from some kind of activity of a company. So the product that SafeX produces is a marketplace which is anonymous, meaning that no person can know where payments came from, and no person can see what people are doing, because one thing that I'm sure we didn't explain yet, but a blockchain is highly transparent, meaning in a Bitcoin, for example, or an Ethereum or any other standard cryptocurrency, you can view how people send and receive payments, and you could see the trail of payments. So if I send my coin to this man and that man sent to this man, we can look on the blockchain and see the trail that it led back to me. Now, SafeX designed something where you can use cryptocurrencies to buy and sell goods and services without a website, and the whole process is completely anonymous, meaning that if I send the payment to this man and he send the payment to that man, no one will be able to see the journey between me and the final recipient and onward. So the purpose of that company is innovation in cryptocurrency adoption and in the security through privacy. Therefore, the ability to build crypto wealth, there needs to be innovations in security on the blockchain and in the way that we buy and sell different products, the way we use cryptocurrencies. Can I get a, oh, OK. The final coin that I'm going to use as an example in this presentation is extraordinarily novel. There is nothing that is like it in the marketplace today. It's called Dascoin. Dascoin is launched as a currency. There's a limit of 8.6 billion of them. So again, fighting the inflation of national currencies. I'm sure everyone knows in here, I hope everyone knows about how inflated US dollars have become, and I'm sure the Japanese yen, so the national currency where we are today, is extraordinarily inflated and continues to be inflated. So having a limited supply of coins is so significant. Now, Dascoin employs the use of the coin charter. So in order to be involved in the network of Dascoin, you must buy a license in order to use the software. Why is that? Because Dascoin is extraordinarily innovative in the sense that everyone must be authenticated. If you remember when I discussed SafeX, where everybody is anonymous, so everybody is hidden, and you can't see the trail of transactions, Now, that's important for decentralized currencies where you can't trust anybody. Now, Dascoin is completely different. Everybody is authenticated, and therefore, the people who are on that network must be trusted, and they can be trusted. And so Dascoin takes things to the 3.0 level. It takes the blockchain to the next level completely because it enables all the applications that are possible on a blockchain, yet with a network that governments, regulators, and ordinary people can trust that and make use of that network and its applications. So literally, cryptocurrencies are changing the whole world. They already have changed the whole world. When I got into cryptocurrencies, the first thing that I saw was I was in San Francisco, and the leader of one of these crypto companies sent a payment to somebody in Ukraine. And then I said, wow, what a novel idea. Now I can hire developers from across the world using Bitcoin. So that's how I came to use Bitcoin for the first time. And it really opened my entire world to, when I say the entire world, the entire globe became a part of my network. And now I could do business with people all over the world at 10 minutes time. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I don't need to know your bank account number. I don't need to deal with an intermediary. It just changed my life. And many, many people who I introduced this to, and many people who I've met who already use this way of making payments and doing business. Thank you so much. Domo arigato. And you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/DanDabek. And I tweet a lot about cryptocurrencies, and I'm always uncovering new things, and it's just very valuable to follow me there and take part and tweet back at me or send me a message. Anyway, okay, bye.